Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Travis Dykes. Today we're going to be talking about how we can take any bass line or any song and how to make it groove and make it feel like it has a nice pocket. And that secret is ghost notes. But before we get into the lesson, I do have to give a shout out to Merino Customs cables. Guys, these cables are insane. I love them so much. And this is the headphone. This is like my favorite cable, which is a headphone extension. I cannot leave home without it. Like literally. So basically, what it is an 1/8 inch on one end, and then a 1/4 inch on the other. And so what this eliminates is this. If you're a musician, you know that like 1/4 inch adapters are always just like a big like nuisance, because it's just like, oh my gosh, I left mine or I can't find one. But now with these kind of cables, you don't even need one. It just goes straight from that headphone in to a 1/4 inch out, and it actually really sounds tighter because these are custom cables. You can pick like the material that it's made with. I picked gray because I think it stands out, so I'll be able to find it really easy. But yeah, guys, you guys have to check these out. These are pretty awesome cables. But anyways, I'll drop a link below to their website so you guys can check it out. But anyways, let's get into the lesson. So basically what a ghost note is a note. All right, so let's say I hit this note. If I want to ghost this note and make it a ghost note, all right, all I'm gonna do is I'm going to take my finger, instead of pressing it down on the note, I'm just gonna lift it up, rest it up on the note rather than playing it down. So like I'm pressing down right now. Now I'm just gonna soften up. Now I have a ghost note. And it doesn't even have to be pushed down with any force. You literally could just rest your hand on top of it and makes it. So like I'm just resting my hand on all these notes and I'm making ghost notes. So those are ghost notes. But the way you use them is that you use them to emulate drums. So a lot of people don't teach this because it's one of those things that you start to learn as you watch musicians and hear songs and different things like that. You're just like, oh man, you start developing it for yourself. But the thing is that you can take this and learn it, and also make anything that you do groove. So whenever I play a groove like, all right, so it's just like, oh man, that sounds cool. That sounds pretty groovy, you know. But the thing is that what I'm doing, probably the first thing you notice is that I'm playing like the snare with my hand like this, because this is still a ghost note. That's a ghost note. Really, all it is just making it percussive. So I can play like a ghost note like in a slap way. I could play it with my finger style way, or I could play it with like just my hand like. Those are ghosts, you know. It makes it percussive, makes it feel like a drum. So now what I'm doing is I'm adding that with my groove. So the groove without any of the percussive elements and without any of ghost notes would sound like this. Okay, now with it. All right. So now the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to add that kind of that snare drum. All right. So all I'm doing is just adding that snare, and it's kind of giving a little bit more feel. You kind of can feel the drum beat in it. So now we're going to add another thing. That we're going to add the. So I'm doing. So all I'm doing is adding like it's almost like a 4-note kind of groove into it. So like four ghost notes. It'd be like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you hit the note. So let you see my right hand. So boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I hit my note. So note, snare is the 1. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I've reached that string. So and it really doesn't matter what string you go to. You can honestly do it on the D string, which is what we're going to. See, I can do just like that. But the thing is that it just depends on what it is for me. I could go like, sometimes I do it like that. You know, it doesn't matter. But the thing is just getting those 4 notes up. Boom, chup, boom. All right. And so that's all I'm doing is I'm just doing 1. So be it 1, 2, 3, 4, and then to the next note. 1, 2, 3, bum, bum, bum. So boom, chup, bum, bum, bum. And so, by the way, we're in the key of A flat. If you don't already know. So we're doing flat 7 1. This is like a flat 7 3 or flat 3, and then 4 flat 7. So already. All right. And so that's just the beginning stage. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add like some singles and doubles in there. And what I mean by singles and doubles is that like you could play a note like, I call that like a double. So like I'm playing a ghost note before I actually hit the note. Boom, boom. Let me do it slow. But boom, but boom. All right. So I'm doing so boom, boom, boom. So when I go on these, what I want to add is I'm going to add the doubles on when I do this. When I go to that first, before I do that hammer on. And then I'm going to add another double to the next one. So. Let me do it with where you can see my hand, my right hand. And I do it at the end. It just kind of gives it like some more feel, and it makes it groove a little harder. So this is how you could do it in like more of a funky kind of groove. Now you could do this like with worship stuff too, like let me just off the top of my head, like Our God is Greater. So that song is, we're doing it in key of B. So it's just 6, 4, 1, 5. For my notes people, it'll be A flat, E, B, and F sharp on the A. So all I'm doing, so I'm just playing this normal groove. It's greater, I'm gonna show you. You know, playing the groove, but I'm gonna make it groove a little bit. Let's add some ghost in it. See what I'm doing? I'm just so all I'm doing is just adding this little ghost note on it. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. So 1. So all I'm doing is 1. I'm gonna do it slower. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. It's like a triplet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and so that's all I'm doing, and this is making it cause whenever the drum is going boom, 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 boom. Like whenever you do this, kind of locks it in a little bit more. All right, and so that's how you can use it in worship stuff, and it makes it so much easier, so much easier. So anyways, I hope this lesson helps give you a little overview of how you can use ghost notes, just like within to make your even your worship songs or even your funkier gospel stuff sound good. Make it feel good. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. This is just to let you know, this is an overview. There's so much more to ghost notes than just what I just showed you. This is just a beginning little baby step into it. I'm going to give you some exercises. I'm also going to throw some more grooves on here as well that has a lot of ghost notes, or that have a lot of ghost notes. And so you can kind of get some different aspects and some different ways and perspectives that you can do it. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. Feel free to reach out to me on Instagram at @tdykes and like and subscribe below, and I will see y'all later.